Good morning on the 17th of April. We've just left Fishnish Bay on Mull, directly behind me. We anchored there for 2 nights out of the bit of a blow that came through. Very quiet behind the fish farm, good holding in very sticky mud according to the anchor that we saw this morning. We're now heading up the Sound of Mull. I've got about 13 knots of wind going with the tide, which is now flooding up the Sound. Nice sunny day. I've got my thinner clothes on today. It's going to be about 12 degrees and you can see blue skies, fluffy white clouds. Lovely. Who'd have thought it, eh? Wing on wing up the Sound of Mull. Dropped to around 7.5 knots and speed is 6.5 knots. We've got some current with us, yeah. Obviously. A little further up the Sound of Mull. Mull over there. Still wing on wing. With six knots of breeze behind us. And now a word from our helm.
Really easy day sailing. Wing on wing, straight up the Sound, tide with us, wind with us, sun on my back. It's just a beautiful day. Winds anywhere between 7 and 12 knots. Perfect. It's just a fantastic day. First reef of the season has just gone in. We've got about 20 knots of wind.
Yeah, anywhere between sort of 18 to 20 knots of wind.
Lovely.
Doing 7 knots, 7.5 knots.
Lovely.
Who is it?
Ooh. Oh, there you go. 18.5. So nice little bit of wind, nice breeze to play with today. We're heading to Dramabui, which is over there, just avoiding the rocky bits between us and them.
So after a spirited tack up the Sound of Mull, avoiding new rocks and red rocks, we're now heading down towards Loch Droma Buidh. This is the entrance. It's rather windy. We're motoring into it and we'll see what it's all about. More in a minute. So we're through the entrance and we're just heading into the loch. That's the southwest corner of Loch Droma Buidh. Panning round. We're heading towards the southeast corner over there. That's the north and the northeast. And there's all the views. We'll see.
This is Loch Dramabui. Just dropped anchor. We're in about 14 metres of water here in the southeast corner. Wind is coming from the southeast, which is over there. It's very, very pretty. We've got one tour boat which is just leaving. There's the entrance. It's pretty wide, pretty straightforward. And there's nothing in here, no phone signal, nothing. It's warm and sunny here. It's a beautiful day. It's quite well protected, it seems, at the moment. I don't think there's going to be much wind tonight anyway, no more than about 20 knots, so it's all good in here. And just for the entertainment value, yet again, we're the only boat here, because when this tour boat goes, there's no one else here again. Got the whole place to ourselves. Wow. Dramabui empty. Crazy. Tell it's not summer.
We've launched our dinghy and we've put the motor on and we're having a little bit of a buzz around the loch as we're the only ones here, and we thought we'd go for a little bit of a whiz around and see what we can see. So as you can see, we're all still alone. There's Nova at anchor. Looking good and bobbing about, waiting for us to return later.
We've just landed the dinghy right at the top end of the loch. We're just going to have a walk up over the hill because we think Loch Na must just be the other side of that. So we're just going to go and have a look over there. Top tip, welly boots. If you're going ashore and you're just scrambling over weed and rocks and mud, buy some cheap welly boots. You can always leave them in the dinghy and it keeps your, well, not only they look fantastic, you can carry your shoes in the bag, leave your wellies in the dinghy, and then you've got dry shoes to put on and
Dry feet.
and you don't have to leave your expensive sailing boots in the dinghy.
No, very good idea. Like them, we've used them 3 or 4 times now, and perfecto.
Stroll down the path and see what Alison's looking at. What have you found, babe?
I'm not sure, I need the binoculars.
Ah, okay. Over there is the Isle of Risga. That way heads up Loch Na, and the big one is Kana. And over there on the far bank there are seals. This is the view down Loch Droma Buidh out to the entrance. And Nova is anchored just round the corner on the left. What a fantastic place. We left the dinghy tied up to a rock and floating. Didn't need to drag it up the beach today. Here's the lady with her camera. No doubt there'll be pictures of seals appearing on the Sailing Nova Vita blog.
Oh yes. Oh yes. And geese. And just general scenery.
Well, I look forward to reading that post then.
Excellent, thank you.
sailingnovavita.co.uk. Go and check it out.
Had a lovely walk ashore. Saw lots of basking seals. And now we're just heading back to Nova, who's calmly bobbing all by herself. Awesome!
Little update, it's 7:45 in the evening and this is our anchorage for the night. Fantastic. Good morning, it's 7 o'clock in the morning. we're just about to get ready to go. Not much wind, but it should fill in a little while. We're going to catch the tide down the Sound of Mull and head towards Oban, see how we get on. It's very, very still this morning. It's been a really quiet night. Lovely.
Another glorious morning on the Sound of Mull. Waiting for the wind to fill in yet, so we're still under engine. We have our main up, but we're waiting for the wind, which was supposed to be here by now, but well, you know what the wind's like. A little bit of snow left on one of the higher peaks over there. And just been passed by Lord of the Isles, Calmac. Sorry. It's another glorious morning. We're heading down there. That's down towards Oban, down the Sound of Mull.
Just going out of the Sound of Mull. We've got a little bit of wind, but it's not conducive to sailing. We've got about a couple of knots of tide with us, and it looks like this. So happy days, the boom's swinging around, and just clouded me in the head. So remember, keep your head down. So you can see it's a bit swirly and a bit, I don't know, it's just the current going out. So we're right on spring tide, so I think we've got about 2.5 knots, possibly nearly 3 knots of currents with us at times, but it's all right. Trouble is the wind is right on the nose, so we can't even sail it. Never mind.
Motoring along. That's Ladies Rock to starboard. As you can see, the sun is still out. Over here, Lismore Island and Lismore Lighthouse. There's the little rock, and you can probably just make out the line where the races start. Again, the island that the lighthouse is on is Eilí Musgal.
We've currently got 5.8 through the water and 9.2 over the ground. So we've got a bit of current going through here. Check this out, look at this.
Lismore Lighthouse is down. Thank you very much. And you can see the nice flat water now we've been through the races. Perfect.
Not a particularly eventful day. We're back in Oban. It was a motor all the way into headwinds and then no wind. So not particularly eventful, 4-hour motor, and we're tied up on a mooring buoy. Simple as that, easy life. Beautiful day again. And then behind us at anchor here, we've got the Blue Clipper. Lovely sight to see.